soap samples. This is one of the things that is tedious that I must do, that oftentimes I don't film. I like to give my customers samples of my soaps, and typically what I do is just the soap is when I'm slicing the soap, I save those and I make those for samples for the customers. So when they make a purchase, I give them a sample, of course, of something that they didn't have already. This comes in handy so I don't waste. Today, well, actually not today, but this weekend, it's been a long weekend. One of our mentees was murdered on Friday, I believe it was. My brain is still in a fog. Because grief is hard. Loss is hard, especially senseless loss. Any loss is hard, but a loss that could be avoided is really hard. I did a lot of like praying and meditating and just talking to the universe, talking to my creator, talking to God, and just asking him, like, what are my next steps? What do I do? How do I help? How do I help? How do I show up on this planet in my best form and do what I do best? Just giving and utilizing the skills and the services and the resources. All of I just want to show up and I want to give my best. Every day. I'm a lover of humanity. I talk about what that is. And I'll share a little more about that. It's just seeing people and accepting them for who they are, wanting the best, if not better for them, or not wanting the best for them as I want for myself. I want to live a peaceful, happy life with my family and my friends, and just going out and enjoying the world and the universe as it is, and accepting and dealing with what comes, free from violence, free from poverty. I feel like I should have said poverty first, because poverty, in my opinion, begets a lot of the stuff. I believe that you can be sick or hurt and ill and not be impoverished. Add poverty to that. So now you're sick and you have a need, you have not even a need. You're sick and you lack the ability to be able to do the basic things that you need to do to take care of yourself, which could be go to work, go to the laundry, because there's no laundry facilities in your building, although you're paying rent for them. Damn, I feel like I just went all over the place, and I am all over the place. I'm all over the place, and I'm not gonna have any shame about that. I am all over the place. A child that I cared about, I didn't know him. I engaged him, I met him through some other children, and I did what I always do. I just engage, I listen, I get in where I can fit in, I'll offer encouraging words, I'll offer, hey, what's the relationship with you and your parents? What is school like? What is your future like? Have you ever thought about being an entrepreneur? How do you deal with your feelings? Just anything, just having real conversations, just trying to build rapport and get to know them, because I could tell by listening that there's some things that they're doing that they're not supposed to do. I don't know exactly what it is. So what do? I I build engagements. I take them with me to events. I take them to get their hair cut. I let them sit here and play video games and just do things together and have real conversations with them. You know, like, no, you can't do that. I know one day I took them out to get a haircut and one of them was like, oh, that person was easy. Meaning, you know, an easy lick. And I'm like, you know, that's not an easy lick. I said, I could be that person. Anybody you know that works hard can be that person. You don't have the right to take that person's stuff just because you have a need or want, desire. You know, we have to talk about those things. If you're having difficulties, then I need you to be able to, you know, communicate to someone. If you can't talk to me, you can't talk to your parent, you gotta find a space to be able to talk to someone. But what happens when you have no one to talk to? Or what happens if the person that you do talk to tell you, oh, well, let's go make a move. Let's go make a lick. And you're hungry. You've been wearing the same underwear for a week. Whatever your barriers are. Because see, I don't know what the barriers are until I build engagement. All I know is what I see and listening and trying to figure out where do I fit in and how can I help the situation. All I'm doing is showing up and listening. You know, it's 6, 7, 12 kids showing up at my door. I don't know the parents to all of these children. Things that I do, you know, they want to spend the night. The ones that have phones, hey, you got to call your mom. I need your parent, your guardian. I need to be able to, you know, say, hey, they're here. You know, that this is a safe space for them to be. And sometimes that didn't happen because some kids didn't have phones and some kids' parents don't have phones. So, you know, it's just a unique situation, just showing up and providing space, time, opportunity. I mean, my car's not that big. 5 people supposed to fit in my car comfortably. I've had as many as 7 or 8 going to the barbershop, going to Busboys and Poet, going to the park, just going little places, not a whole lot of places, just a little places where I can, to eat, to talk, to congregate, to be safe, to engage other people, finding ways to live in spite of all of the trauma, the hurt, and the pain, and having conversations as much as possible. You know, the conversations that, you know, wasn't like they were sitting on a therapist's couch. We just talk about a TV show or a game or something, and we would relate it back to something real life. You know, it's not easy getting these children to open up and talk and share and try to trust anybody, none less an adult. And I'm not saying that I don't know what goes on with their parents in their household. At the point that I know that I see them, they're in the community, they show up at my door, I just open the door, try to engage, try to connect with the parent. I just try to show up and just be whatever support is needed at the time. And sometimes that support ain't always peaches and cream. It ain't all funny. Like, I went to prison, you know, for a choice that I made long before I even was aware that I was going to make that choice. And I don't want to see anyone do that. So I work hard at being the best version of myself so I can show up in my community as my real authentic self, flawed, sometimes flawed. I don't want to just focus on the flawed because I have a lot of great things going on about myself and with me that I have to constantly remind myself. It never seems like it's enough. And I used to think that that was about self-esteem and self-worth. And maybe some of it was a long time ago. But it's not that. It's just, I just want to do more. I want to be better. I want to give more. I want to eradicate hurt and pain and violence. I want us to know that we hold all the power. The power about how we feel, the power of what we do when stuff happens, how we manage life, how we manage choices and decisions and showing up through hurt, through pain, through whatever. You still have to show up. You still have to participate. And it's not easy, but yeah, so this is life. These are the cards I was dealt. This is life. I wake up. This is wish I could wake up and that there were peace on earth. That there's peace in the city of Washington, D.C. That we could see each other and love each other and hey neighbor, all that shit that we feel and think is corny and this, that, and the other, but hey, good morning, how you doing? Holding the door, how's your kids doing? You know, and going about my merry way. I remember my grandparents telling me, you don't have no business. Like, and that's some of the things you get when you look at, you know, mind your business, what are you doing? You know, there's a balance to everything. There's a balance to everything. If we're just minding our business, let me tell you, so easily you can get distracted thinking you're minding your business, and you get distracted by this, distracted by that, and you're not even connected to what's really going on in the universe because you're working and the kids and the school, and it feels productive. It feels like you're winning, like you're doing all these things, when in actuality, you're just cycling. You're surviving. You're not even living. You're not even enjoying the flavors and the aroma of the day, of the smell, of the flowers, of the bees, of the traffic, of the hard hat, of how many unks on the corner, of how many ducks in the sky, of what the bridge looks like, what it smells like, because you're hitting and mitts and going there and this and that and this. Are we breathing? Are we present? Is it that being present is hard because it hurts? Like if you stop, it hurts. I know what the hell you're talking about. I say to my children all the time, boy, if my brain had a loudspeaker, for the things that I be thinking and feeling, you'll see me and you're like, oh, she's smiling, or it's this, it's that, and really, all kinds of other things are going on. And that's because sometimes I'm not present. So I practice being present about how I feel and what's going on and what I can do at that moment, at that time. In spite of all and everything that's going on, you can only do what you can do at that moment, at that time, and you still get to decide, you get to choose. And it doesn't always feel good. It's not always happy. It's not always sunshine. The fucking hard shit is exactly that. It's fucking hard. You're speechless. For me, I can't even, the sounds won't even come out of my throat. It makes me speechless sometimes when I just sit in the present. Sit in the present and look at the world. I can look out my window right now. The view is freaking amazing. It's so beautiful. And I breathe that in and I see the beauty. But just as I see the beauty, I hear the gunshots. I hear the ambulance. I hear the arguing. I hear the dog chained up barking all night. All of these things that are life, but they're still your environment and part of you and how you feel and how you relate. I know it is for me. I have to constantly remind myself to be present, which is why I like doing soap and things like that. One, because I could get lost in doing soap. Hours can go by and get lost in doing that. But also, It helps me to walk through those feelings, happy feelings, sad feelings, uncomfortable feelings, not so sure feelings, just all kinds of shit. But I get to be present and I get to figure it out, and like the energy as I'm crafting, it shows through my different soaps. Through the design that I make, maybe the colors that I choose. It reminds me of the mood rings. Like it can tell the mood. But yep, as I started, I'm all over the place, and that's fine. I have a plan. Before this even happened, you know, had some other stressors, huge stressors. Recognized that I have started cycling again. Somehow I wound back up in survival mode. Like I'm accustomed to it happening in the fall, you know, around October, November. But somehow I cycled into survival mode. And how I know that is because I have a trigger action plan. Things that I do, things that I recognize when I'm having a good day, things that I recognize when I'm having a bad day, and things, you know, it's just little triggers, warning signs, things for me to pay attention to catch myself when I start cycling into these unhealthy behaviors or coping mechanisms, or using things that used to work a long time ago that don't work anymore. Self-sabotaging things, being critical, overcritical of myself, being a high achiever. Those are saboteurs for me. So I have to be present, but I caught myself cycling back into survival mode. You know, I remember being so free, I could go anywhere and I would sit anywhere in the room. Now I find myself, all right, right back to, oh, your back has to be against the wall. I didn't even realize how long I had been doing that again, and then I peeped it. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep it 100. Let me just keep it 100. I'm gonna be so transparent, fuck it. Not just my back against the wall. Oh my God. I must have a bazillion pins. Yes, I'm a convicted felon, so yeah, I can't have, you know, I can't carry a concealed weapon to protect myself, you know, with all this craziness and stuff that's going on. But let me tell you, I'm very innovative. I'm very innovative. So pens and pencils have always been my go-to. Like, I don't want no drama from nobody. I want peace and hair grease. But it goes to show I was back in survival mode. When you're in survival mode, all you want to do is make sure you live another day. I want to make it to another day. And when I start peeping those types of things, there's different behaviors that I do. I keep 1,000 pens in my hair, behind my ear, in my pocket, in my pocketbook. Pens, pencils, sharp items. And I'm aloof. I only let people get too close up on me, because if I have to, you know, whether I gotta get up out of there or I gotta, you know, and get up out of there, survival mode. I'd be embarrassed, but it happens. Sometimes I can catch it. Sometimes I can't. There's so many different stressors. Eating healthy, drinking more water. There's so many different things that I do, but those symptoms and things can still be triggered. It can be triggered by the loss and death of a mentee. It can be triggered by not having proper use of your elevator in your building. It can be triggered by the mold in your apartment and your child having headaches for 2 or 3 years now, and neurologists can't find anything, and seems like she's eating acetaminophen or Motrin back and forth. The child asked me, listening to her sister who's older than her, "Mom, can you go get me some goody powders?" I said, "Girl, you're 17. What do you know about goody powders?" She's like, Ashley said, "That's what Granddad used to take." Like, having these headaches because of the mold that's in the building. But these types of things, these stressors, which it could be natural stressors to anybody, but when they become overwhelming and this, that, and the other, you got to pay attention. You got to be vigilant in your life. Like, I'm thankful that I pay attention, that I use mindfulness techniques. I'm thankful that every day I wake up and I want to be the best version of myself. I'm also so critical all the time. I gotta learn how not to be so critical of myself. It's just, I want to do more, I want to do more. And a lot of that, I don't know, I don't feel like it's all self-esteem. I do feel like some of it is self-esteem. Self-esteem, self-worth, self-value, which I believe that there's a natural amount of that you should have. I don't feel like it's as empowering and overwhelming as it was before, that I had to produce and be good and be smart and be, you know, just be the best to be. There is a natural part of me that just as a human being, I want to show up. And I guess I just want to show up for the ones that feel lost and alone and maybe don't think that you're seen, but you are seen. Don't think that you're heard, but you are heard. Don't feel like you have power, but you do have power. That's who I'm here for. I guess I'm here for that little girl in myself that felt invisible and afraid and ashamed and embarrassed all the time, to have a voice, to be seen. And so every day I just wake up and I see people. I say hello. I hear people. They say things verbally or non-verbally. I don't even do a whole lot. I just show up and be present. I just listen and I be attentive. And I just give my time and my energy. Grief is hard. A lot of things are hard, but it doesn't mean that we can't make it through. It sucks dog ass. What the fuck does that mean? Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? It just fucking sucks. It does. But this is who I am in the universe. I'm here. I'm in this space. I'm on this planet. And I'm going to get up. And I'm going to participate. I'm going to smile when I smile. I'm going to talk shit when I talk shit. And I do talk shit. I talk a lot of shit, especially when I'm in the car. And I really don't mean the shit that I be talking. Like, I like to talk shit. It feels good. There's something about it that, it just feels good. It gives me a, but I don't do it at people and, you know, like yelling at people. Like, I used to have a problem with being angry driving and stuff like that. I still talk shit in the car. Like, damn, what the hell are you doing? But not to them. But not as much as I used to either. I'm always revamping my trigger action plan, finding ways to make it work for me. And one of the things was I gave myself some space and realized that, yeah, you are a shit talker. You fucking talk shit. You talk shit about motherfuckers and their driving skills. You talk shit about shit, you know? And it'd be funny shit. It'd be angry shit. It'd be a lot of shit. I had to, you know, embrace that about myself the other day because I was feeling all this shame and this, that, and the other, because I'm like, oh my God, I'm supposed to be a good person. I shouldn't be thinking like that. I should be cussing motherfuckers out in the car and this, that, and the other. And I was like, bitch, chill. Like, fucking chill. You're a fucking human. You are a fucking amazing person. You're loving, you're caring. Man, I ain't even gotta go down. I ain't even going down no line. I already know. Thank you, Issa Rae. Entrepreneur means I did that shit. You know, yeah. Yeah, I just had a brain fart. I just lost my train of thought, but I don't care. I'm being authentically me. Just being free and being authentically me. This is how it is. This is what it is. Good, bad, or indifferent. But these last few months, I just really have embraced like character flaws and defects about myself, things that I didn't like, that I would create all this stress trying to like me cussing people out. Like, I don't curse them out in their face, but when I'm in my car, I curse people the fuck out. Like, why are you driving fucking slow? What the fuck are you doing here? Why? I do that kind of shit in my car. Like, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna stop. I was telling my kids, I was like, man, we have outbursts of laughter all the fucking time. I have outbursts of laughter. You know, excuse me, not outbursts of laughter. I was like, I have outbursts of anger, like in the car. I was like, why can't I flip that to have outbursts of laughter? So I told myself, I said, next time motherfucker cut me off and do some wild shit, because they be doing wild ass shit. It's not like I'm just mad because people just drive and do what they do. I drive, take my time, do what I do. But if you do stupid ass shit, that shit irritates the fuck out of me, and I talk shit in my car. To myself though, you know, no nigga, don't nobody want to get shot up in a fucking car. Don't nobody want to die for no reason. But I sure as fuck don't want no fucking road rage or some simple ass motherfuckers doing some simple ass shit because you cut me the fuck off. Jesus. But anyway, damn, see, fucking brain fuzz. Oh, okay, I know what I was gonna say. So I was like, yeah, I have outbursts of anger, you know. And so I said, Rylinda, come on now, how about you practice some outbursts of laughter? So of course, my testing station is always in the fucking car, because for some reason I realized this maybe 7 days ago. This is one of your biggest stressors. It's the fucking car. It's the driving. Like, bitch, you got to sell fucking soap so you can have a driver. So you never have to fucking drive again. I could sit in the back seat and never have to drive again and ask a motherfucker, why are you in the left turning lane and you're going straight? So anyway, yeah, I'm grieving, so I'm doing anything to be silly. And this is just what grief in the process looks like. And not just grief for my mentee, grief for a lot of shit. Grief for my little girl, grief for my little girl that's in me, grief for other people that I lost, grief for all the other grieving parents and grieving people and friends and the universe and the planet. But anyway, I was like, look, you have outbursts of anger, you're gonna have to practice having outbursts of laughter. So I was like, I added it into my trigger action plan. And I was like, the very next time a motherfucker cuts you off, you just gonna be like, come on, bitch, come on over in the lane. You got it. She must be in the goddamn hurt. Man, you know what? Come on. Yeah, bitch, you almost ran me over, but it's okay. Fuck you, bitch. Thank you very much, bitch. Come on. And I laughed so fucking hard in my car. One, because that's silly as shit. Two, I kind of felt bad and guilty about saying that shit. And I was like, bitch, will you stop doing that? Why the fuck do you keep doing that? Just, okay, you're ignorant as shit sometimes. You say some ignorant shit. It's a flaw. It's not the best thing about you. But if a motherfucker dropped anything, they needed your help right now, you would fucking do it. So, you know, you're just a shit talker and you laugh at stupid shit, and you know, you can do better and learn better, but you don't have to beat yourself up about it, and you don't have to feel ashamed about it. And so that's what I did. So last week I realized, bitch, you talk a whole lot of shit in the car. You can't stand how these motherfuckers drive that don't know how to drive and don't know how to maneuver through the city and don't know how to read the signs. With Good Hope Road, the fucking right turn signal, after the light turned red for like another 30, 45 fucking motherfucking seconds, the motherfucking green light arrow comes on and they sit there. I don't even understand. This is the driver's seat. It's a steering wheel. You drive. You're in the seat to drive, not chilling, looking out the window, on the phone, all down here, this, that, and the other. No, bitch, you're in the car to drive. And bitch can be a dog, it could be a boy, it could be a girl, old lady, young lady, old man, young man, it don't matter. Same thing I say. I say bitch, nigga, this, that. It's interchangeable. It could be white, black, green. That's just how I talk. Hey, like it, don't like it. Oh well, fuck it is. Anyway, I'm like, the motherfucking light. We done drove down Good Hope Road 17, 34, 30, 34, 37, 30, 70, 50,000 years. Not only does once the light turn red, the green arrow comes on. Not only that, but motherfucker, when you're going down Good Hope Road heading towards MLK, both the lanes turn right. Now, of course, if you have your goddamn driver's license, then you know the inner right lane only can turn right on red if the sign allows you to do so. But if the green light come on, no motherfucker, both of y'all can't turn right. Only the person that's in the right-hand lane. You got to read the fucking books. That's what the book's for. They said reading is fundamental. That's what the book's for. Even if you don't read the motherfucking, guess what you could do? You can go online, you can Google the shit. You can ask them, tell me all the answers and shit to the driver's test and what I need to know, and they tell you that shit. Yeah, so, yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I swear to God, I don't even know how it happens. I be having a good day, good music, everything's going fine, having good conversation, Some stupid shit happen, and I'm talking about sometimes I could catch myself. You know, I could catch myself, but then it happens so naturally. And I'm like, bitch, that's exactly who you are. You are a shit-talking motherfucker. Stop trying to make that shit pretty like you somebody else. That's not the truth. Because every time you like, what the fuck this nigga do? Then you start, self-deprecate. Why, Linda, you love the Lord. You can't say you love the Lord and love old people and want to help people, and then you cuss a motherfucker out, and oh my God, he's 75 years old. Yes, motherfucker, but why the fuck are you driving fucking slow as shit in the left-hand lane? So, my daughter said, Mommy, you got to reframe your thoughts like you tell us. Everybody didn't take defensive driving. It's not, I don't need to be in a rush. I don't care. I don't even be having nowhere to go. It's just, oh, no. I remember now. I'm lying. It's coming back to me, y'all. I'm going to cap it up to the grief, but nah, it could just be, you know, I could be a little manic right now. But don't worry. I'll be going to IOP. That's one thing I do. I take care of myself. So I reached out and I'm getting the support that I need. But in the meantime, yeah, grief, stressors and shit like that, it can kind of make you manic or whatever. So anyway, yeah, I am all over the place, but I don't care. Bipolar Deez Nuts, bitch. Yeah, another brain fart. It keeps happening because I keep hearing his name. I can look in this apartment and he was here. He spent the night here with his friends. So yeah, some brain farts, grief, all that kind of stuff wrapped up into one. But I'm still productive. I'm still showing up, just going through the process, figuring shit out. Just being my authentic self, taking it higher, elevating it higher, because I've just been praying and meditating. How do I show up? What do I do? How do I mind my business? Meaning, minding the business that the Creator set forth for me. Am I showing up in the right places, in the right space, in the right way? Am I driving, or am I trusting and having faith that my Creator is driving me? Because I know who I am, and when I'm going through things, and I depend on my faith really hard, and I pray and I ask for wisdom, and I ask God to order my steps. You know, there's no shame. I ask God faithfully to order my steps. Yeah, because I trust in him, because I lean not on my own understanding, because, girl, you hear me? I cuss motherfuckers out and tell them. I cuss people out in the car. I don't cuss them out literally to their face. No, not because I'm no pussy ass motherfucker, just because I don't want to hurt anyone. When I'm doing that shit, it's a release. It's some kind of release. It has something to do with control. I was about to allude to that, but I'll do that on another video, because this video is already long. But what I kind of realized is it has something to do with control and rules. When you're driving, there's rules. You had to take a test. You have to read the instructions on how to drive a car and what you're supposed to do. And there's rules. There's lights. There's signals. There's rules. There's control. Rules. You know, people don't follow the rules. People break the rules. For me, somebody breaking rules when I'm being a kid. When I was a kid, I couldn't trust people because they break the rules. They didn't do what they said they was going to do. The adults said they're supposed to do this and supposed to do that. But, you know, I had adults to do things that they weren't supposed to do. So the rules was funny. So when I see rules, it kind of triggers something. And so, yeah, it don't matter if they old or 75 or 25, you know, you in the fucking right lane and you supposed to be turning right and you going straight. Yeah, I'm like, man, look at this stupid motherfucker. Like, look at this. Somebody look at this. Yeah, that's it. Or I'm like, come on, motherfucker. I ain't got shit to do. Yeah, you're in the right turn lane, but you're going straight. Okay, what the fuck? Just sit behind you. What the fuck? Yeah. Anyway, so I do have a plan. So I have an event today I'm very excited about. That's why I was making my soap samples. And just got to having this video and just walking and standing on faith and just showing up and being the best version of myself. And my desire is to be pleasing to God, my Father, my Creator, who saved me. And to show up in the universe and be the best human I could be. Yeah, and be the best human I could be. And be me. And, yeah. I like Jill Scott's version of the national anthem. When I think about freedom, every time I think about freedom, I hear her voice. That girl can sing. Anyway, deuces. Oh, I don't have a tagline, but y'all already know it's okay not to be okay, because I'm definitely not okay. Haven't been okay for a very, very long time, but I still show up and get shit done. You know, I'll still work through the madness. And then, of course, I want us to live, Mo. Grief sucks. Okay. Oh, that's right. I was trying to close out. I didn't want to do peace. I didn't want to do deuces. Oh, I will do this though. Bipolar Deez Nuts, nigga. Oh my God. I'm not worrying about people canceling me. I don't. If y'all ever, I don't know if this will get posted or don't get posted, but I don't give no fucks. Because I am his child, and that's all that matters. And whatever will be, and whatever won't. I say shit, I'm gonna be me, and I don't give a fuck. Period. This is my first video, but I'm learning. This is my first video with my ring light and using technology and using stuff, because I decided that, bitch, stop being, stop depending on your fucking children to teach you about this new age shit. If you want to know how to do it, then fucking get your fat ass over there and do it. And so that's what I'm doing. And I'm learning. And some of this shit is going to look good and some of it ain't. And it's going to be what it's going to be. And I'm just going to be authentic. And either y'all fuck with it or you don't fuck with it. Period.